Yes, to look at this Lodi tree, you would think we were in deep fall. There's very, very few leaves, just a few right in the very top. It definitely doesn't cast a shadow to cover up my garden bench. I'll have to say I truly enjoy sitting on this bench. I don't have any shade because most of the leaves have fallen off of the apple tree. I want to thank each and every one of you that's watching my video. You guys are very, very important to me, and I will answer any questions you might have if you simply leave a comment on the video. Today's little short vlog is going to be about the update on the greenhouse. And yes, the greenhouse is started. The frame is up. Hopefully by this weekend we'll have everything finished on it. So let's get started with today's video. And I did not have time to put in my cottage garden that I wanted in front of it, but I love the flowers. They have really drawn in the pollinators. As you can see, there's a great big bumblebee working on that stuff now. They absolutely love that Russian sage. But the one that I'm most excited about is that blue flower. It's kind of a violet blue. That is one plant, and when it got tall, it fell over, and then where it hit the ground, it started sprouting up, and there it is with those yellow zinnias. I've always loved blue and yellow together. And I'll have to say, I'll put this in my hoop house when I get it up. That's my time. It survived last year sitting outside in some minus 25 wind chill temperatures for over 24 hours, and it survived fine, but I still want to put it inside. And there's my hoop house kit. And yes, the guys that are going to put it together are supposed to be here this weekend. I cannot tell you how happy I am to see that go up. One thing about this area that I did not expect, I thought this area was pretty level. We've got 30 foot here by 30 foot. The greenhouse is 24 by 24. So that's going to leave us 3 foot on the edges here so that we can do any ditching or anything I need to do. But he had to dig this end way down, take that dirt and put it on that end to build it up. I'm just a little amazed that it was off by almost 20 inches. That was something else for me to wrap my head around. I could see there was a little bit of a dip over here towards my compost bins, but I never dreamed that it was going to be 20-inch difference. But he's done a fantastic job of running that piece of equipment back and forth until this is really, really packed. And I'll be building my beds in it just as soon as the hoop house is up and I can get to it. I just can't say enough how excited I am about having a greenhouse. I really cannot wait to try to raise a few more cold crops with a little more protection from a hoop house. We really don't know what this winter's going to be like, but I understand that the polar vortex has split into two, and that's happened throughout history from time to time. But when that happens, we tend to have a little worse winter because one will be chasing the other one and one will dip down and hit warm southern air, and we end up having more snows. That's what happened when we had the huge blizzard in 1993 here on the Cumberland Plateau. Look there, isn't that great? It's beginning to take shape. I hope by this weekend the other end will be put in and we'll have the plastic over it. And of course, I have gone ahead and started some plants that are cold hardy, and I'll be starting more, but I'm not starting all of them at once. I don't want everything to mature at the same time. I want to be able to have lettuces at different time period. So I'll start just a few 6-packs, and then I'll wait for a while and I'll start the others. Okay, I've managed now to get 2 trays filled completely. I have some different lettuces that I've never tried before. They were pelletized seeds. I realized that they were pelletized to be raised hydroponically, but I'm going to try raising them in my greenhouse this winter. And I've got several different varieties there. I also did some pak choi. I did a couple of dill. I've done 2 different types of endive. Lots of butter crunch, my May Queen, and of course, I always want to do my this winter lettuce. That stuff will grow, if you don't have too harsh a winter, outside without any protection through the winter. And there's my other endive and a couple more trays of butter crunch out of a different package. And if you wondered why I laid those tags across the tops, it's because I was putting this saran wrap around these. That will lock in the moisture to make sure that the seedlings stay moistened. If they dry out, it's very, very likely they would start to germinate and then die. So I want to make sure that they stay moist. Best way that I know to do that is wet it down real good and put that saran wrap over it. Now, it'd be nice if I had some plexiglass cut that was 10 by 20, and perhaps in the future I'll get that done. I'm going to just use one shelf. I may see that I need to add another shelving unit, but this one has another tier down here that I can put lights on as well. And as I said previously, I've got these plants wrapped, holding moisture. Hopefully they'll sprout very soon. And Lily Mae, what are you complaining about? Huh? What? Tell me.